sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time. 20 extra minutes, but 5 is all I need. We could.
Welcome to another edition of the Morning Wood Show. As you can see, there are 3 of us hosting today's show. I am Richie Sky.
I'm Demar Maurice Bouvier.
And here with us on the couch for the first time, and it won't be the last, is Raley Knox, aka Epiphany B. Lee.
Hi everybody.
Holla. You know, we've been trying to get you on the couch for a minute now.
I know.
And I have wanted to be on since the first show. Yeah, I'm so happy to be
the couch. Live from Studio A.
So what I want to know is, what have you been up to recently? Tell the people.
I've had a lot going on. I have been performing like crazy all over DC. I am everywhere. I'm doing a book right now. I have a book coming out hopefully at the end of the year. I have a calendar coming out at the end of the year that I still have to shoot.
Eat your heart out, time of break.
14 months, which means 14 totally different photo shoots, and it's crazy. So I've been in the gym like crazy trying to, you know, lose the extra baby fat and the extra
Beyonce on.
That's you call hustle. You better hustle.
And so I've just been, you know, working hard, taking trips to New York, and you know, scouting locations, and a lot going on.
So where can people see you here in DC?
You can see me at Nellie's on Sunday mornings at 10:30 and 11:30
That's
for
church
brunch.
time.
Well, go to the early service.
You gotta go to the 8 o'clock service.
Go to the early service. And then come and have brunch with us.
Okay, and where else?
And also at Town on Friday nights and Saturday nights at 10:30.
Okay.
I'm DC's own Beyonce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And tell us, you are also on another show.
I am on another show. I am on a reality show called Drag City DC. It's sort of like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's 6 now. 6 drag queens and 2 transsexuals. So that's 2 transsexuals and 4 drag queens. So yeah, exactly. 4 and 2. Sorry, 4 and 2. And it's about the ins and outs of our lives, and we do a lot of charity work, and so it talks about and shows that side of us and what happens behind the scenes. It's a little catty, as most reality shows can be.
That's what we want to see.
All right.
No, you guys just finished the season, right?
We did. We just finished a season, and we just got picked up for a 2nd season.
Awesome.
So I'm really excited about that.
So can we expect a reunion, a dramatic reunion?
Oh yes. Absolutely. You're going to have a reunion show, and it's going to be basically, you know, no holds bars, just absolutely everything. Anything you want to know.
Stay tuned. That's
tuned.
what we want to see.
Okay.
You want to know why there was 6 of us in the beginning, and then there was 3 of us, and now there's 6 of us again? Stay tuned.
You know what? We're going to do a reunion on the Morning Wood Show.
We're going to do a reunion show.
Too.
It started with the 2 of us, and it's still the 2 of us. But we're going to do a reunion show anyway.
It's going to be no holds barred.
I got some things I want to say to you. But anyway, we're going to jump right into our regular show. We're going to bring Raley back later on in the season just to talk more about her book and just to talk more about some of the things that she's doing around the city. But we're just so happy to have her as our first guest host.
Oh, so I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
You know, my single is coming out next week, right?
Yeah.
April 4th. And I wanted
for the party.
No, it's not.
The remix.
The single is called Hardcore.
Yeah.
So it's up tempo. It's really, really fun, really upbeat. And I wanted to know, we were talking about it, if you would be in the video.
I would love to be in the video.
I had to get that out there.
I would love to.
I'm so excited.
I would love to be in the video too. Oh my God.
And I have a part just for you. But I'm serious, so I'll get you the dates and everything like that. But I wanted to ask you that on the show.
Of course, I wouldn't turn that down for the world.
So y'all stay tuned. Hardcore, Richie Sky, Raley Knox, Bouvier. But we're gonna or something like that. My booby touch should be somewhere in there. But we're gonna jump right into our regular show because it's Hump Day and it's Goodwood Wednesday. So as you know, we are all just really involved in the Trayvon Martin case. It's really unfortunate what happened to him, and it's really sad. My heart goes out to his family, and the whole situation has gotten the country just like really going, you know, with the protests and the rallies, and I know you all know what has happened, and you know, I see you all on Facebook and Twitter, and I know that you all are supporting it in your own way, and that's really good. I can appreciate when the community comes together and stand up for what's right, because what we really want in this situation is justice. We don't really want it to be a race issue. Right. We just want what really happened, and we want Mr. Zimmerman to just be taken to a court of law and let it be decided on how he needs to pay for his crime. Because at the end of the day, there's a young man that is no longer with us. And, you know, the fact that he wasn't arrested, it bothers me. You know, I don't know the ins and outs of everything that happened. I know there's a stand your ground law or whatever in Florida, but someone is dead. How could you just go home and get into bed?
I mean, I guess to me, the whole case is just kind of like, it's a little sideways, because, I mean, you have called 911. Right. They have told you
to sit down.
You don't have to follow him, sir. Right. You continue to follow him, get out of the car with your gun, and he supposedly grabbed your gun. Now, this dude, Trayvon, was what, about 150?
Yeah.
150 pounds, 150 pounds. This dude is like, what, 230 pounds? Are you serious?
And
like,
one of his friends this morning said he's not 230 pounds.
Oh, okay. He's 229.
He's 229.
Exactly. Like, I'm just disgusted by it, because, you know, I try not to make it a race issue. I really do.
Right.
But I can't help but be frustrated by this, because I think had it been someone of another color, it would have been a huge issue.
It would have been.
Or it might not have happened.
It might not have happened.
Because it's profiling, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, you know, I remember Neighborhood Watch from back in the day. When did they start carrying guns?
You don't carry your gun with you?
Like I told you before, there's always a pearl handle 6-shooter somewhere on me at all times. But I don't do Neighborhood Watch. I just don't understand.
I thought that was supposed to be watching.
Watching, not acting.
And we're not taking away from the, you know, the sensitivity of the issue. But you know, this is a Morning Witch show, and we can only do what we do. So, but I just hope that we can really get justice. And I was watching, actually I was not watching, but I was looking online. Muse Magazine was talking about 3 ways that you could make sure that we get justice from this. And actually it was through Clutch Magazine. One way was to make sure you sign the petition to write the police chief in Sanford. And I think it says send the Skittles packages, but I don't do that. And then there was another way, just stay informed. And, you know, make sure that you stay informed of the laws of where you are. Because when you go to the polls to vote, you know, we all get excited because we're voting for the president or, you know, whatever. But there are other things on the ballot that you really need to pay attention to. Not just, you know, voting for the president so you can get your vote in and get out of the polling area. But pay attention to the laws and just know what's on the ballot when you go. You know, because that's how we can really make a change and not let stuff like this slip under the radar for us. You know, so.
Can I say something though?
Of course you can.
You know, I was on Facebook today, you know, for a few minutes, and I saw someone had posted a picture of a flyer. Now, in this flyer, it said there was a party for Trayvon, and if you brought your empty bag of Skittles, I think you got in free. Are you serious?
Let me tell you.
Like, that's pure ratchetness to me. Like, why are you profiting off this?
Making money off of it.
That's crazy to me.
This is ridiculous. Let me tell you, this party is in Greensboro, North Carolina. and I just want to say, I want everybody in the Greensboro, North Carolina, I want you all to get your hoodies. I want you all to go to this party. I really want you all to support this party. I want you to stand outside, though. And I want you to protest outside this party. And I want you to keep anyone from going into this party. Because I'm like, we are setting a bad example on what we're trying to stand for. You're going to throw a party, and nowhere on the flyer that any of the money is going to
You're not raising money for anybody.
Legal fees. Really? That's
You're
just
profiting from somebody's death at the end of the day. I mean, I don't get it.
It's sad. And whoever the promoters are at Bouvier's show. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Twitter.
But you know what? I guess it's sort of the same lines of like magazines that made money off of Whitney Houston's death, you know, by making her the cover. Okay. Even though it's like a tribute, you know, that's one thing. You know, but what was touching is to see the rallies that people are having. For instance, here in DC at Freedom Plaza, that was amazing. Everybody showing up their hoodie. That was really touching to see all of that. I saw this thing on Facebook where it was a white family. and it was like 6 of them, and they all had on hoodies, and it was a message to his mother, to Trayvon's mother, saying, we can't understand what you must be going through right now, but we want to let you know that we, as parents, we feel sorry for you, and we understand that part of it, and we want to, you know, help share the burden by passing this down to our kids and teaching our kids that hatred is wrong. And
see, that's stuff I like.
I think that's the message that we want to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
You had some churches, they asked everybody to show up in hoodies. Anyway. But you know, we just got to stay informed, and if we want to get this thing right, just make sure we are starting in our own communities as well, because nobody gets outraged and nobody protests when brothers are killing brothers. You know, we always wait for someone to ring the alarm when it's someone of another race, but we need to be ringing the alarm all the time, because hate is hate. We need to ring the alarm in the Latino community. We need to ring the alarm in the gay and lesbian community. We need to make sure that we let people know that we're not going to tolerate this, no matter what color of your skin or your sexual identity is. And I'm off my soapbox. So, on to, okay, so you all know that we had our Whitney Houston show, and you know, I said that I was gonna just, you know, not throw shade to the whole Houston family, you know, forever. But it's not shade. I'm just gonna talk about the coroner's report. So, as you all know, the coroner's report is back, and they found traces of cocaine, marijuana, Xanax, and another drug I can't pronounce, in her system at the time. And I think that I don't know, I wasn't surprised. Were you all surprised?
I was shocked. I'm kidding. I really wasn't.
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't, no.
No, and it just, what really bothered me is last week, before this report came out, for some reason the interview with Pat Houston just popped in my head. And when Oprah was asking her about, did you see this happening to her? Or, you know, I don't know the exact wording, but she basically was like, no. And it bothered me, because if you are someone that is as close with her as you are, you know exactly what she's doing.
It's impossible.
It's impossible for you to not expect this to happen.
But we were talking about this earlier, how people have yes people around them.
Just like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan. You know, people who have yes people around them, whether they're entertainers or even just regular common day folk, you know. Having friends that are yes people in their lives, instead of someone that says, you know, just because you're Whitney Houston, no, you cannot do that.
Right.
You know what? Like, that's not a good idea. Maybe you know, you shouldn't do that.
And it's such a fine line, though, because I'm not you know, I'm not speaking on her behalf, but I'm going to say that when someone is paying you to do this job, and I mean it's somewhat glamorous, but somewhat not. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to see the good side and the ugly side. How do I'm sure she's not going to want to go on national television to Oprah Winfrey and tell her, I've seen her do this.
No, that's not the issue what we're saying, because everyone already know that she was doing drugs, but for her to tell Oprah that she didn't really see this coming.
I think maybe she was just hoping that it would turn around and she would have
But for her not to see it coming kind of makes me wonder, were you really helping her get clean? Because if you're in denial and she's in denial, then y'all both a mess. You know?
Stay together.
You know, and speaking of mess, oh my God, so Bobby Brown's sister and her, I don't know if they were her sons, but they were Bobby Brown's nephews. They were on show, and they were saying that, you know, she said that Whitney would have never gotten into a bathtub in a hotel. She said they even joked about it before. So she said something's wrong. She even accused Ray J of being Whitney's runner boy. That was a hard rock.
Ooh.
Not Brandy's brother.
Brandy.
I'm sorry.
You know, and I'm just like, that was a lot. I mean, she really went hard, and she was just like, this is not right, something's not right. Pat and her husband were packing up jewelry and everything and cleaning the room, and no one was really consoling Bobby Christina at the time when they should have been. They were more concerned about cleaning the room, and it was also reported that someone said that they had to clean traces of cocaine out of the room, which is not far-fetched. If they said cocaine was in her system right before she died, somebody cleaned up the cocaine from the room.
I think Pat was just protecting family secrets. We would all do the same.
Just being a good friend.
I would do the same thing.
And just like our black families, when we protect family secrets, they come back to haunt us.
They do. I mean, it's true, but you can't fault them.
You can't, you know, family first. I'm your manager, but I'm still your sister.
Right. Get
it together. But, you know, no. All Whitney Houston fans, we're not throwing shade, but you know, if you are a fan, you want to know what really happened to her, so that she can rest in peace. How will I know? You know? And keeping up with the Houston and the Brown news, Bobby Brown was arrested for DUI.
I'm about to get up.
I'm just saying, you know, we're still in the family. You know, I was trying to spare shade for the whole family, but I mean, they keep giving me this material. So he was arrested on a DUI, so I guess he's kind of taking it bad or whatever. I guess he's going to be back in court again. So
I can't.
We love you, Bobby!
We love you, but you know, everybody has their way of dealing with whatever it may be in their life they're dealing with, and if you already have a problem with those substances and you know all of that, Whitney Houston dying might send you over the edge.
Right. And her mom was saying she think that Whitney relapsed because of the anxiety of coming back.
Yeah.
But you know, so hey, and El DeBarge. We got a lot of substance abuse stories. Oh my God. Are we live from, one of the rehab places? We live from the Betty Ford Center. El DeBarge was arrested on drug charges. Poor little Tink Tink. He tried so hard. He had a little CD. You know, I blame BET.
He still had his voice though.
He still had his voice.
Why you blame BET?
I blame BET because every time I turned on BET, they had him on an award show. They had him on an honorary.
It was his comeback.
He was trying to make a comeback.
He wasn't ready.
That's up for him. That's him to decide. BET didn't say, "Come on back, son. Come on back." They didn't say that.
Ready. I just think that, you know, somebody come back.
Maybe the pressure of coming back, like you said.
Yeah, it was just too much. And you need people around you to say you're not ready.
So let me ask you a question. How do you feel like you handle being in the limelight? How do you handle that?
You know what? I once quit performing, and a lot of people don't know this, but I once quit for a whole year because of what I was seeing that was going on. From other people, you know, doing other things, and
stunts
I thought,
and shows.
Yeah, and you know, I've come to realize that my drug of choice is performing. I get a high when I perform, and it's a high like no other high I've ever had in my life. And the only people that have been able to understand what I'm saying are either other entertainers or people who have played any kind of sports in any kind of arena, whether it's Little League but just having the energy from the crowd, that's a drug for me. And Madonna has this song called Drowned World, My Substitute for Love. And sometimes fame can be that. It can be your substitute for love.
You know what? That is so good because I think that this fame is going to be my substitute for love.
People love you guys.
I really think. I'm going to focus on the show. I'm through with love.
We're going to talk about that at the reunion. We're going to talk about it at the reunion.
By the time we had a reunion show, I probably had 2 boyfriends. But you know, hey, it happens. But so, in more entertainment news, Kim Kardashian.
Flower bomb.
That's my girl. Y'all know that's my idol. I love her.
As you have told us.
This is how I feel when you talk about my Evelyn. I'm just saying.
And we're going to talk about Evelyn in a minute. But Kim was on the red carpet and somebody just puffed her with a whole thing of Oscar de la Renta right on the side of her head.
It was in a plastic bag.
But y'all remember the powder puffs your grandma used to have?
Oh, with the
big old. I think they did one of those. I don't know. Well, they said she's filing charges, and I think she should because you don't know. It could have been anthrax. It could have been
cocaine.
But no one's gonna steal that much coke. No one's gonna buy that much coke. Did you see the bag? The bag was like one of those quart-sized bags. No one's going to spill that much cocaine on Kim Kardashian.
Wait, she get drugs?
If she already high.
No way. But she was such a good sport about it. Like she went in the back and brushed it out of her hair, took her jacket off, and went back to business promoting True Reflection. You know.
And that's the white way.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, had it been Bouvier, baby,
I'm just like
I would have rearranged some things on the red carpet.
But the girl, of course, apparently the girl said she did it for Chris Humphries.
Why are you fighting his battles? Who are you? Are you a family member?
How did you get that close? What's up with security?
Bad security. It's got to be. But you know, they were saying that now they're probably going to tighten down on security on the red carpet a little more because they do have really close access. I mean, you never know. Somebody could be a member of the press, but it could be that whole thing like from The Bodyguard where they had that camera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. And
I'm just thankful because I love her. I'm just thankful it was only powder. You know.
Right.
So Khloe, apparently Khloe Kardashian, the other Dash sister, they said that the lady who did it has close ties with PETA. So Khloe says she's done with PETA. She said because if PETA is going to support bullying like this, she doesn't want to be affiliated with anyone like this. So
I'm done with PETA too. Bring me my fur.
Pull out my fur.
I always think I have a little bit of fur, you know, and I always thought if somebody took red paint and poured it on I would not be. No way.
I'm going off.
They're gonna need PETA.
The other side would come out.
Exactly. I'm going off.
Oh, I'm gonna grab you before you.
It ain't gonna be the red carpet no more. It's gonna be the wrestling match.
Exactly. So we're gonna stay tuned to see what happens with the charges and how PETA is gonna respond to that. So, but y'all know what time it is. It's time for us to get into our reality roundup. Let's talk about the love of his life, Evelyn. Okay, so Basketball Wives.
I love you.
Y'all know I watch Basketball Wives, but I don't like Basketball Wives. So Shawnee had her birthday party, and they gave these speeches, like straight out of the movie Bridesmaids. Like, no, I'm not done yet. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. I'm like, really? Really? I need
everybody trying to top everybody.
Grow up.
My toast was better than yours.
And the thing about it is, Miss Kenya Bell, girl.
She started it. I blame her.
Girl,
why would you give a speech for somebody you don't know?
She's trying my patience. I'm this close from ringing her bell. I really am. This whole speech about you and how Shawnee came into your life. Shawnee barely even know you, girl. Sit down.
In fact, y'all had filmed 3 times together.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Have a seat. And then you have Evelyn with her shady speech. Then you have...
Well, her first speech was very heartfelt. It was.
First of all, Evelyn just sits there with a scowl on her face that just annoys the heck.
But she's her look. She has that whole...
She still looks good, though. You know what it was?
It is not. Someone with a scowl on her face is very unattractive. Imagine if all of this was sitting here on the couch and she was sitting here like...
She still look good.
The whole time.
Damn.
And I would be giving her the side eye like, you need to get it. Whatever demons you got on you, just shake that devil off of you. But, you know, and then so Jennifer and Evelyn got into this whole foolishness. First of all, Shawnee, you're a little messy. I sort of slide that on in there. She's a little bit of messy.
You like a little bit of messy, otherwise we wouldn't watch the show.
First of all, I would have let all y'all have it because this is my party. Have y'all ever been to a Bouvier party? This will never happen at my party. All y'all will be out.
I don't know because I think the last time party I went to of yours, you were too drunk to remember anything.
Ooh. So moving right along, Evelyn was here in DC. Evelyn was at Stadium, and Stadium is our like 5-star, 5-diamond strip club. So she hosted a party there. I'm sorry that we didn't know about it.
Because if I had known about it, I would have been
on the pole.
He would have been.
I'm kidding. No.
Thank you. What was in the show? He would have been on the pole. That would have been cute for you.
You can't even. How can you gloss over the fact that Evelyn snuck that clutch in and got Jennifer on the back of the head? How can you forget that?
I wanted to forget all of the foolishness that Evelyn has done.
I couldn't forget it. She made a way out of no way with that clutch and popped her on the head. Jennifer, please get learn some type of self-defense.
Taekwondo.
Something. That's what I want you to do. Or just stand up. Your enemy's coming around from behind you. How you don't just sit there,
girl.
And if you know your enemy's in the room, you're gonna be like, okay,
let me sit in a place where I can see you.
I'm gonna watch you at all times.
Oh, ain't nobody got a back though.
And that's sad. But in more reality news, the Housewives of Atlanta, they're still carrying on. Phaedra, oh my God.
I love Phaedra.
I try to love Phaedra so much this season, but these last 2 episodes, she's trying my patience. This whole baby dedication where they brought him in this carriage and she had bell ringers and flower girls.
Because everybody knows.
I'm like,
did you have on those same gloves at your birthday party?
I want that.
What do they call it? Is that a fascinator? Is that what they call it?
That's a hat.
No, they call it a fascinator.
It's a hat.
It's called a fascinator.
Well, y'all tell him it's a hat.
It's called a fascinator.
It's smaller and it fits over your head like this. She had on a hat.
You, it was a fascinator.
But she's known for being kind of grand like that. Remember the baby shower?
Well, I don't think that's grand.
The crown of...
It is grand.
It's not.
Glitter.
It's not. It's not.
What did Candy call it? It's over the Bougetto.
Bougetto. It is
Bougetto. It's very Bougetto. And so Kim approached Cynthia about her comment in Africa. And I think, Cynthia kind of held her ground a little bit. She had her black woman hand on her hip like, why?
I mean, I was actually proud of Kim for approaching her about it.
I was proud of Cynthia for standing her ground.
Because, Cynthia's a little...
Right. So,
sometimes. But Kim, I felt like she had every right to ask her that.
She did.
And just get it out of the way.
But the reunion show for that is going to be great.
I heard it was insane.
It's going to be great. But,
some wig pulling.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I want to see some wig pulling y'all reunion. But
no, it's on our show. There is. I mean, they're not pulling. I mean, I have real hair, but still.
Why?
But no, there is on. I think on the first episode, there's some wig pulling, and then there's. You just gotta watch.
We gotta watch. But speaking of watching, over the weekend, Rip the Runway came on BET. I must give BET. I'll give them 3 out of 5 stars. The show started off really, really well. And I think
Lil' Kim, that's what I'm about to say.
I'll get to Kimzilla in a second. I give the show 3 out of 5 stars, and I give all 3 stars to Andrew Noel, menswear designer out of DC. I was so impressed by his clothes. I was like, I have got to get in his pants. Anyway.
Hold on. I feel like we should have him on the show. I just feel it.
I feel like we should work that out.
And wear his clothes on the show, too.
And get in his pants on the show.
And, that's a different show.
It's the Morning Wood show.
But that's after hours. Uncut. Or something.
Right. Morning Wood uncut.
Right.
Ooh. That's nasty.
I ain't on that show. I'm not on that show, Mom.
Back to Rip the Runway. Some of the other designers, they presented well. But the thing about it is, Salida, the Victoria's Secret model that used to date Nick Cannon, she had her little swimwear line, and I'm like, girl, back to the drawing board. It was a hot mess.
What was wrong with it?
How
do you mess up swimwear?
Mess. It's like,
I know, it's like the smallest amount of fabric.
The smallest amount of fabric, and I think she was trying too hard.
Oh, okay.
And
like, this is what I can do.
Right, and the little Shih Tzu on her head, she was trying too hard with that too. So,
what do we think about Lil' Kim?
Kimzilla! Whoa. Kim's outfit was a mess. It's like she had like 2 hams sticking out the side of this fabric. And it looked like she had on 2 wigs. I'm like, Kim really?
I didn't see it, but I heard her face is looking a little.
No, let's talk about that. Since we're talking about that, how do you design for yourself when you're going on stage? What are you thinking about?
I think about
glitter.
what's going. I hate glitter.
We talked about that.
I think of what's going to. I do like. I don't like glitter, but I do like things that sparkle on stage because I'd like for even people that are in the back row to be able to see. But I think of what.
Think about the people in the back row.
Yeah, even the people in the cheap seats.
Hey, in the back row.
But also what moves well on stage. What's not going to reveal something because I've had things like malfunction. You know.
Did you popped out?
Yeah, many times. It's popped out many times. I've had, I've learned to build bloomers into everything that I wear, so that if a skirt flies up, then it's okay.
What do you know about bloomers? You're from California. That's a southern thing.
Yeah, but they sometimes it's funny because a lot of the skirts or dresses I wear on stage, people think are dresses. They're not. They're actually bodysuits. But the way they're made, they look like dresses. So, just trying to. Stay current, of course, and I do Beyonce, so I have a lot of replicas of her costumes.
Yes,
too.
and she does it well. Speaking of Beyonce, we got to wrap this show up because we have some of your show that we need people to see.
Yeah, you guys came out.
So we came out to her show. Oh my God, it was amazing. Let me tell you, I was screaming. I couldn't hold the camera. I had to pass the camera to him. He didn't record some of the stuff.
Go ahead, tell it all. If you want to tell it all.
But it was an amazing show. If you ever get a chance, check her out at Town on Friday nights. Check her out on Saturday nights. Check her out at brunch after church. Don't be sitting in brunch with your church hat on talking about praise the Lord.
You're fascinating.
But we do have a girl that does gospel sometimes, though.
Oh, I can come and get saved all over again.
Yeah.
Well,
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
We'll be there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun.
We love you guys so much. It's the Morning Wood Show. We love you. Peace.
Thanks for watching The Morning Wood Show. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's up now? Got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood. Wake up in the morning and I'm feeling like a Mac. I can hit a home run cause it's like a ball bat. Hard as a rock but my body still sleep. Rub it out till it's done. When I'm done I'm all geek. Feel it fresh, feel it under my thumb. Feel it in the morning, feel it when I come out of the bed, rolling with the sunshine. Liquid that is, can't wait till next time. Monday morning, start with a bang. Explosions in my hand and I let it all hang. Loose, let it drop, then I grab my clothes. I'm jumping off the bed, feeling fresh, let's go. Get in, let it swim, throw the towel in. Feeling good about the wood, good wood is not a sin.